Austin, very good to see you. And guess what? We have some good news for retirees. The RMD formula is changing for the first time in decades. Again, for the first time in actually 20 years, the IRS has changed how much we are required to withdraw from our retirement accounts starting at age 72. So what's new?
Yeah, Aaron, good to see you again. So, in general, what has really changed with this new calculation is longer life expectancies. So, we
Mhm.
see that the life expectancy factor is obviously different from the left side to the right, the left being the old RMD calculation and the right being the new table. So, in essence, we're required to take out a little bit less that first year beginning at age 72.
Okay, so we're going to break down why that is exactly good news, but let's just kind of just start at the base level. What are RMDs and how are they calculated?
Yeah, so an RMD is a required minimum distribution, and they apply to various tax deferred accounts. So this is
Mhm.
where you got the tax deduction in the year in which you contributed to these accounts, and then come age 72, you have to take out a certain percentage. So how that's calculated is it's based off of your prior year balance ending December 31st, and then you apply that life expectancy factor. So divide, let's say you have a $100,000 account balance. In year one, that divisor or life expectancy factor is 27.4. And that is your resulting RMD.
Okay. All right. So, high level, this feels kind of like good news, bad news to me because then our money can keep growing tax deferred, which of course then means more money. But of course, the larger the distribution, the larger the tax bill.
Yeah, that is exactly right. And there's no way around that. When we have a bigger pot of money, we are forced to take out this distribution each and every year. So that is something we want to be aware of and to think about. Is this the way we want to be positioned through retirement? Is to have only one source of money. And for many folks, that is a tax deferred bucket. So certainly something to be thinking about and how we reduce our future tax bill.
Right. Well, I'm glad that you kind of brought that up because I think a lot of the accounts that we are familiar with, the 401ks and such, they are subject to RMDs, which is why having that tax plan and those Roth accounts, which we love talking about, why that's so important.
Yeah, this is something we really talk a lot here about at Patriot Wealth is tax diversity. So when we're going through retirement, we want to have different accounts. In general, a taxable bucket, a tax-free bucket, that would be those Roth IRAs, and then our tax-deferred bucket, something like a 401k or traditional IRA. And what that allows us to do is have tax diversity and gives us optionality of where do we want to distribute from in any given year, which helps us control our future tax liability much better.
Right. Well said, Austin. And I think something else that we should maybe bring up is why would you ever want to have that bitter pill right now? It's because we are in a historically low tax period, right?
Yes, we are. I couldn't have stated it better. We are in a very, very historically low tax period, and we have to consider, right, the fiscal health of the United States. And this is a simple matter of fact, right? We have a lot of unfunded liabilities via Social Security, Medicare, and Medicaid. And obviously, the national debt is now over $30 trillion. And we have to remember that even if tax rates are exactly the same in the future, we're no worse off being in a Roth IRA.
Right. That makes more sense when we explain it that way. Perfect. Austin, this was helpful. If somebody has questions or if they would like to talk more about maybe a Roth conversion, what's the best way to reach you?
Yes, you can give us a call at 919-322-4113 or email us at info@patriotwealthnc.com.
Very easy. All right. Austin, thank you very much.
Thanks, Aaron.